Hi, folks. Spidey's back. Yes! And I'm looking good. Remember a couple nights ago when I did the review of Puppet Master 2 or whatever it was? I can't even remember. I'm so drunk most of the time I don't even care anymore. I told you about a movie called Hatchet I had ordered from Amazon, a Blu-ray version of the 2007 urban legend classic, as they say. All I can say is, oh my god. Oh my god! I was expecting so much more from this movie, and I am very disappointed with this. This movie is so full of cliches. It's so full of stupid victims. You would not believe it. Oh my god. Oh, it's basically, it takes place during Mardi Gras, of course, and has a lot of familiar faces and names, It has the kid that was in Grandma's Boy back about 10 years ago. Remember that smart-ass JP? The guy I always thought he was he always looked like he was belonged in the Matrix or something, You remember that movie, Drugs, and the video production company and stuff. They made video games and stuff. Anyway, he's in it. And of course, he has the same smart-ass remarks that he had in Grandma's Boys, Grandma's Boy, I should say. So, he's in it. Kane Hodder's in it. Of course, he plays Victor Crawley, the urban legend of the Bayou. Ooh, the Bayou. And then Tony Todd is in it. He's been in a whole bunch of horror movies and stuff like that. There's a lot of well-known faces in this movie. Some of them, Robert Englund is in this. He has a very brief appearance at the very beginning of the movie. Him and his dim-witted son, they're out fishing one night on the bayou, late at night, and of course Victor Crawley kills them both. And Robert Englund, of course, he was Freddy Krueger in all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, except for the remake that turned out to be a piece of shit. When they brought in another actor, of course. So anyway, it basically takes place in Mardi Gras. There's a bunch of these 30-year-old kids, a couple girls, an older couple, and then there's, two girls, of course, and then, of course, there's the guy who's exploited him. He thinks he's some kind of Italian agent, and they con both these girls, of course, and then there's the kid from Grandma's Boy. Then there's the lady looking for her dead brother. She doesn't know he's already been murdered by Victor Crawley, and then there's the stupid tour guide. And there's the black dude. I can't remember what his name is. He's pretty cool, though. And then there's the little Asian tour guide. And basically what happens is the movie, they've been banned from doing any tours on this swamp because there have been unexplained and mysterious deaths for decades and decades. Of course, that's Victor Crawley. He's still alive, basically he grew up to be a big old, he's like 6'5", he's all mutated, kind of looks like a cross between Jason and he's just nasty looking, man, like a mutant of some sort, He wears these bib overalls with suspenders, and he's ugly as fucking snot. He's all lumpy and everything, and he kind of looks like, ooh, he's just nasty. But the movie is so stupid. Oh my god, I just want to drink because I don't even want to think about this movie. I'm not going to completely dog it, so don't think I'm going to completely dog. I'm going to give it some respect. Just a little bit of respect. Not much, just a little bit of respect. Of course, it's called Hatchet, Yeah, there you see. I'm sure you've probably seen this movie before. There's actually been 2 sequels to this movie in recent years. With Kane Hodder as, portraying, reprising his role as, as the urban legend, and, oh my god, it's just terrible. So basically, oh god, I don't even know where to start in this movie. So basically, all these people get conned into doing a bayou late night lake tour, swamp tour, what do you want to call it? And so basically what happens is, of course, the kid that is a con artist, he charges them like $30 to go on to this late night tour, on the swamp and everything, looking for spooky stuff, of course, And the only thing they're going to find is like their head's been split open by with an axe. That's about all they're going to find, Of course, all but 2 of them just get killed, including the tour guide, the little punk, who's exploiting them, He basically had a tour the night before and everything went fine. Of course, on this tour, it's pouring rain, and of course, they get hung up on a tree out in the bayou, out in the swamp area, you know, when they're going down the river or something, you know. So basically, they're stranded out there, like you know, miles and miles from any, you know, from Louisiana or, you know, Mardi Gras area, you know, the Mardi Gras area. So basically, it's kind of like. You know, boy, this movie, I don't know who wrote this movie, but I'm telling you, special effects are outstanding, though. I have to admit the special effects are outstanding. So basically what happens is they happen to get stranded so close to Victor Crawley's shed or his little cabin where his, oh my God, it's like, oh my God, oh boy, this is so cliched, it's unbelievable. Of course, you got the two women who are out. You know, this really makes me. You want to see these people get killed. It's just one of those movies where, you know, these people, when they get stranded, of course, when they get out of the boat because it hits a sandbar or something, or a tree gets gets caught up in a tree, of course, and it's pouring rain, you know, and so their cell phones don't work. Of course, they don't work. It's a horror movie, you know. It's a horror movie. They're not going to work, are they? You know, they're all going to get slaughtered like little piggies. They're little piggies. Oh my God! So basically, one guy steps out of the boat. You know, they're going to land. Of course, he steps right next to it. There's lots of alligators in this swamp area. Of course, he gets bit in the leg by an alligator, and they basically have to, shoot the alligator to get him off. You know, so he's bleeding like a son of a bitch from his from his calf or one of his lower legs. So they basically start, trying to find a way home because they're all fucked. They don't even know that they have yet to run into Victor Crawley, and it's just, oh my God, I don't know. I could spit. I'm so mad. I was expecting more from this movie. I needed, I actually needed a drink tonight because this movie is stupidly funny. In a bad way, not a good way. Why not? You know. So basically, they get stranded fairly close to Victor Crawley's shed or his cabin, whatever. You know, he's killed thousands and thousands of animals and, people who've wandered into his territory, over the decades. And basically, they happen to be only a couple miles away, and they end up walking right up to his front doorstep practically. And they just, they finally realize that, this guy's real. They can hear him hauling off into the background, like a wolf or something, screaming like a banshee from hell. And of course, he knows that they're around there, so he basically starts picking them off one by one. He's just a complete insane mutant. Basically, he's an insane mutant. 6'5", or whatever you want to. He's pretty big and bulky, but he's ugly as snot. And you don't want to run into this guy, in Louisiana bog area, the backwood, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what it is. Wherever it was filmed in Louisiana, Mardi Gras area. So basically, oh God, I was expecting so much for this movie, like I said 100 times before. So he starts killing them, and the way he kills these people is kind of interesting. One guy, he basically, oh God, it's so gross. It's very bloody. It's very graphic. He basically takes, he kills this one guy with I think it's a chainsaw or something. Or an axe. He just keeps chopping down the side until there's, he's chopped completely in half, And then he kills the guy's wife, but he takes her by the jaws and just rips her whole face apart, like just, ugh. It's just nasty as hell, blood is squirting all over the place, and, he starts picking these people off one by one. Of course, they're so stupid, they're screaming. What really makes me mad about this movie? These people deserve to die because, they realize that they're being killed by Victor Crawley, this urban legend, or what do you want to call him, and they're fucking screaming all the time. They're fucking, they're giving their positions away. It's like, won't you be quiet and try to sneak through the wooded area back to civilization, back to where Mardi Gras is all taking place and everything? But these people are all screaming. Their cell phones are going off. They're yapping and fighting amongst themselves. It's just they're just asking to be killed. They're just asking to be killed, and of course he does kill them. It's just so stupid. I tried to give this movie the benefit of the doubt, but I just basically, oh my God, it was fun to watch these people get killed because they're stupid. And one girl he kills Victor Crawley kills this one girl with a table saw. He just saws her face, and stuff like that, and and then oh my god, he just kills these people in weird ways. One guy, he takes his head and just twists it completely around, like his face is facing backwards and stuff like that. You got to see some of the special effects. If I'm going to say something. If you're really squeamish about blood and people being ripped apart by a big mutant maniac, this is probably not the movie for you. But on the plus side, if you like this kind of graphic horror, and people being slaughtered like pigs by Victor Crawley, this is a great movie because it does have a lot of very eye-catching killings and inventive ways of being slaughtered by Victor Crawley, because he uses everything, from, like I said, from an axe to a table saw and everything to kill these, there's like 6 or 7 of these idiots, and it's just, oh my god, I'm not going to give every killing away, but, it's just, these people, I know I keep slapping my head because I just looked at these people, the way they were acting in the movie, they're just so fucking stupid. Just stupid. I'm sure that's the dialogue they had to work with, but in real life, these people would have banded together and just been as quiet as a mouse, and just so they couldn't be detected by Victor Crawley, and try to slowly make their way out of the swamp area in the bayou, and stuff like that. But no, these people had to be loudmouths. They're fighting amongst themselves, and they're just getting picked off one by one. It's not even entertaining. I'm sorry, but it's not entertaining. I try to be objective about the movies that I review, but this movie blew chunks. And I know there's been 2 sequels since then. This came out in 2007, like I mentioned earlier, 2007. See that rain? I had this rain going because it was raining during that movie, like cats and dogs. So basically, they're soaked on top of the victims, in their face. Oh my god, it's just so stupid. And oh my god, I kept scratching my head, kind of figuring, who the fuck? These guys are fucking morons. Why in the fuck? You guys are just asking to be killed, and of course they are. Like I said before, it's just. But the special effects, like I said before, are very good. But extremely bloody, graphic, and right to the point. He's just. Basically, he was born a mutant, Victor Crawley. So I'll go back to the beginning of this a little bit. When he was like a young kid, he was born a really ugly, well, just a mutant. A cross between like Jason Voorhees and and whatever. Like a whatever. You have to see him. You understand when you see this guy what I'm talking about. So. Anyway, Kane Hodder plays his father in the beginning, and then he reprises his role as the older Victor Crawley when he starts, killing everybody in the swamp and animals and anything to survive because he just hates everything, and they can't kill this guy. What really irritates me about this movie? They have Victor Crawley. They have him knocked down a few times. They stick him with a pitchfork, and he goes down. Why wouldn't you finish this guy off at that point? They shoot him a few times earlier in the movie, and he goes down. Why wouldn't you just go over there and start stabbing him to death and start chopping his head off and dismembering him and everything? But of course, they just basically, run away with their little tails between their legs like little girls, all of them, It's like, kill this guy because he's going to wake up again and come after you. This is what's going to happen. Kill him while he's down and unconscious. Oh my God, it's just like, I know I'm taking this too seriously, folks, but if I had shot this guy and he went down a few times, he was unconscious, I would go over there and take a rock and smash his head into a pancake, and so he never would get up again. I'd chop his head off. I'd chop all of his arms off. But these idiots, these 30-some idiots, are just morons. It's just like, oh, I know I'm a little animated tonight, but I was expecting more from this movie, and I did not get it. Like I said, it is creepy and atmospheric. I mean, it's filmed at night, of course, because they want to bring all that ambience and everything to it, and it's more appealing when it's basically nighttime, you know, instead of the daytime, because it's creepier at night. It's a swamp, and, you know, there's bugs and alligators and stuff like that, you know, and, oh my God, it's just, well, anyway, here's, here's, here's the DVD, the Blu-ray DVD Hatchet. I don't know if you can see this with the light reflecting off by, there it goes, see? I know you can't really see much here. Let's put it up a little closer and see if you can catch this a little bit. There's this Hatchet, the face. He's called Hatchet, by the way. Oh, urban legend. Oh, man. Anyway, so, you know, of course it ends. I'm not gonna give everything away, but it does end with a. Of course, they think they killed him. The guy and the girl, the last two surviving members of the, you know, the party, you know, and of course they didn't. Of course, the one girl gets dragged. They're in the boat going, you know, down the river trying to get to some kind of civilization or something, you know, all bloody and messed up and everything. And of course, the girl gets pulled under, you know, out of the boat by him. He's actually in the water still. He's not dead. Ooh, big surprise. They shoved a goddamn spike or like a big old metal rod through his goddamn head, and he's still alive. And of course, they think they killed him. Of course, they didn't, you know. And so, and they're in the boat, like I said, floating away, you know, downriver, trying to find civilization again. Of course, he pulls one out of one of the surviving girls out of the boat into the water. And of course. And of course, the other guy. Oh, I'm not even going to tell you what the ending is. It's a sequel. It's a sequel, you know, because he's still alive, you know, and he's. I need another drink. I have to have another drink after that. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I try to give these movies the benefit of a doubt. Now, it does have some elements that I do like. It's filmed at night. It's really atmospheric. It's raining all the time. It's got creepy music. Of course, Victor Crowley is creepy and ugly. You know, but all the party, all the kids, the 30-year-old kids, all deserve to die, and because they're just morons. Special effects are outstanding. It's got lots of gore. It's got lots of squirting head stumps and, you know, arms being ripped off and, you know, squirts of blood. You know, it's got everything like that. So if you don't like that kind of stuff, I would recommend you do not watch a movie like this, or probably its sequels, Hatchet 2 and Hatchet 3. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know much more I can really say about this movie. But anyway, I was expecting so much more from this movie. That's, you know, I can't give this movie a very high rating, you know. I just sat, you know, it's one of those movies where you just want it to get over with, you know, you just want, would this fucking thing fucking end? Would please goddamn end? You know, it's like, please end. Just kill all these people and be done with it. Be done with it. Let's move on to the sequel. And I probably doubt if the sequel is any better. Anyway, there it is again. Now, I'm going to give this movie... Now, I rate my movies 1 to 10 Spiderwebs. And and I can't give this movie... I'm going to try to be fair. But I can't give this movie more than a 5.5 at the very most out of 10 Spiderwebs. Maybe... Let's do a 5. 5 out of 10. I'm giving it some credit, but taking away a lot of credit. So 5 Spiderwebs out of 10 Spiderwebs. That's the highest I can go on this movie. I shouldn't even give it a 5, but I'm going to give it a 5 anyway. Just because I kind of like the idea of an urban legend killing people. I'm sure you've seen tons of types of these movies in recent decades. So, you know, anyway, there it is for the final time. I was expecting so much more. You know, so anyway, I just wanted to give you my shtick on it, my review of it, and, you know, you'll recognize a lot of the idiots' faces in this movie. They're, you know, well-known B actors and stuff like that, so, you know, but that's as best I could do, a 5, you know. I'm sorry, folks. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's a classic. It is not a classic. It's a decent movie, but that's all I can say. You know, it's well-made, but it's plain silly and kind of stupid, actually. I know a lot of people are going to bitch at me, going to complain that I'm not giving it a fair shake, but I am giving it a fair shake. I think if anybody actually watched this movie, they might agree with me on this. You know, like I said, I don't know if the second or third one hold for me. I might order them just to see if it gets any better. I doubt it. But anyway, I just wanted to give you my review on Hatchet. And I had to get drunk to do this, the review, because I was just amazed of how much I kind of disliked this movie. You know, you've seen this plot like 1,000 times before in movies. They're not breaking any ground here, so that's one of the problems too. It's basically you've seen this 1,000 times before in horror movies and any other type of, especially horror movies. So anyway, we're going to end this review. I hope you people don't leave your comments below in the comment boxes of this on my YouTube channel, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you checked this. If I've already seen this movie, you might agree with me. So until then, find yourself a better movie to watch. See you all later. Bye.